This is an Ellis Mowers and More small engine repair. Stay connected on Instagram and Facebook at Ellis Mowers and More. Comments or questions? Leave them below or email me, ellis@ellismowers.com. Parts used in today's repair are found using the links in the description below. And as always, like and subscribe for more small engine content. On today's video, we're going to look at this Poulan Pro PP19A42 lawn tractor. This is the one that's got them infamous General plastic transmissions in it. The Mower runs, drives, and cuts. The problem is the pedal does not go back into place whenever you push it down. So we're trying to sort that out now. Come along with me on the journey. I have never had to sort out one of these before, so it'll be interesting to see what we need to do in order to get this thing running. Or to get this thing driving correctly again. I'll show you the symptoms, I'll show you what I've done so far, and then we're just going to continue to dig a little bit deeper to see if we can really get this thing sorted out. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is a 2017 model year Poulan Pro. I got it on trade plus cash for that John Deere L110 that I got for free. So we're in the good on this mower already. The hardest part for me is showing y'all what's going on back here. I can do my best, but I can make no promises, unfortunately. So we're down here in the transmission. There's a myriad of covers and screws that you need to take off. One of them is actually wrapped around that CVT variator pulley there. But then you have the 3 springs here to kind of retract everything for your drive, and I've done a lot of lube and whatnot on it, and I'll show you. So we've got the park brake off, and when you push the pedal down, it doesn't retract like it's supposed to, and you have to actually physically mash it. So it's almost like a return spring is not working correctly on this transmission. And I can't, like I said, I can't sort it out for some reason. Because it goes neutral. And I'm thinking that there's debris and stuff. I'm hoping that it's not an internal transmission issue. But I've gotten all these covers off here, and you'll see there's a few like torque screws that you've got to get off. Those covers are probably going to break whenever you pull them off. So be prepared for that. This rod, I don't know if y'all can see it because of the light. That rod right there is literally right in the middle of your screen. I might see if I can take that off, but what I'm going to do first, just to make sure that there's nothing binding up between the linkage of the pedal and the transmission, is I'm going to pull the deck off. So there's 5 mounting points on the deck, one right here, one up top. It's easier to take the arm off instead of the bolt. Excuse me guys, I had one in the front here. And I don't know what I choked on, but you pull the cable out right here for that. I don't know if there's a, oh, this one's held on by a little tab, so I'm going to pull the tab out, pull the cable out, pull the spring out right there on the opposite end right there. I promise I'll be alright in the next clip. Tab, pull this out, pull the spring out. We're going to pull the deck off, and we're going to look underneath, and that way we also have better access to the transmission as well. Alright, so let's get back in here. I took the 3 little star bits off, and of the, I guess that'd be the CVT variator pulley, wasn't it? One of them. And for the transmission, the variator pulley for the transmission. And pulled the little black cover off of it. I was going to pull this entire pulley off, but it didn't seem like it wanted to come off, and I didn't want to force it. But down here, there's this little roller with a nut on it. Now, first off, do your best to clean out everything you can down here. I'll clean it out a little bit better. But that roller with the nut seemed like it, or that star bit, which is right where my finger is, right underneath the barcode. These covers ended up breaking off, so You just have to put them back on. They don't. I don't think they really serve much of a purpose, anyways, apart from keeping dirt away. But as you can see, it doesn't do a good job of that either. I lubed that up. I cleaned that stuff out with brake cleaner, and I'll show you when you press the pedal now. So I had reverse back, right? And it's going to return back to its original spot in reverse. So push in reverse now, and now pull forward. And you can see that everything is returning like it is supposed to in the forward setting now as well. So that's great. I think we've got it sorted. We're going to just clean it out, lube this all down again just to make sure everything is working like it's supposed to. We're going to put the covers back on. So you have this cover, which kind of went in that general area on this side of the transmission, right? I believe it was right there, wasn't it? Yep. So it goes right there, and then it screws on in the back here, right there. And then you have two other little covers that cover this in the back that you have to put on with a couple of screws. They are two covers. They were one cover, but you know how that goes with brake and plastic, right? Plastic transmission, plastic covers, it's just a nightmare on these. So I'm going to clean everything up, get the covers back on. This thing right here, like I said, was so bad that you had to like literally like stomp on the pedal in order to get it back. Now it seems like it's a good deal better, so we'll take it. So I'll put all this back together. I hope that y'all have a little bit of an idea of what I did here in order to get this back working again. And we'll see how well it drives and such here in just a second. Alright, so let me show you these covers one more time. So there's a screw. Another screw is back here kind of where is it? Right about, you can see it right beside the belt right there. Right there in the middle of your screen. There's one screw that I took off up front right there, and I think that was it. And of course I ended up just splitting the covers. They go back on pretty good even when you do break them like I did. I don't know if there's a good way to get around that without taking that whole variator pulley off, but I will show you one last time. We've got all the covers on, and you push the pedal in, and it retracts. In, retract, reverse, retract. So I think we're okay. I'm going to put the battery back in it and see if we're going to drive it around a little bit, make sure everything works right, and see if we can turn this back into a functional machine to now sell and get back going for a new owner. Alright guys, I gave it a quick cleaning, quick little shine with just a little sheen of ATF, and we're ready to rock and roll on this. The fronts of these look really weird, almost look like a piranha or something. Catfish, something with a wide mouth on it, but hey, it's alright. Again, it did clean up pretty good overall. I could detail it a little bit better. I did get it already sold. I've got a trade deal for a machine that I already have fixed. Actually, the video went bad on it, by my fault. A Husky plus a few $100, so it's gonna be ready to go. Like I said, I could make it a little bit cleaner, but I don't know why that back plate is rusted a little bit, but that's about it on it. One thing I did have to do, it did try to die out on me when I was cutting grass the other day. I cut the whole front yard with it. I put a fuel filter on it and then drained the carb bowl and refilled it, or not refilled it, but shot it out with some carb spray, and it seems to be running a lot better now. So let me go ahead and, I don't know why the hood wants to sit like that, but maybe because it's off one of the brackets. Oh, it's just not hooked in there right. There we go. So we'll start it back up. I just pulled it over here. Must be one of those you have to physically step on the pedal, like a two-stage pedal, or a... Got the headlights on it. Still work. I cleaned the lenses out. Just cleaning the headlight lenses in itself make it look a whole lot better. You can hear it runs good. And most importantly, the pedal is smooth now. So that's great. Yeah, so this thing's going to be ready to rock and roll, or it is, and should be going to a new home a little bit later today. Turned out to be a really nice mower. I was a little bit skeptical of how it was going to turn out based on the way that the drive system was on it, but it turned out pretty good. So that's everything on this Poulan Pro PP19A42. We got it back going again. Again, it ran, drove, and cut when we got it, so we just had to do a few little minor things to it. But the biggest thing we had to do was get that pedal to where, the forward and reverse pedal to where it wasn't sticking anymore. Originally, I went out there in the fall or late summer of last year to see if I could get it sorted. I got it a little bit better, but I didn't get it to the point where it was as good as it is now. So we ended up trading lawnmowers. She got a John Deere L110 from me, and I got this plus some cash with it. I was thinking that at one point we may have to transmission swap this thing, but luckily a lot of WD-40, a lot of Strikehold. We got Strikehold in the description below if you're interested in trying that out. Got everything freed back up, and this thing's driving great again, so that's awesome. Ready to go to a new home. Again, it's only 7 years old, so I listed it for $800. I'm going to get a riding mower on trade, plus a few $100s from a repeat customer who wanted something a little bit different, and so we're going to see if he wants this. I'm going to get a Husky LE riding mower back, lawn tractor that I fixed earlier this year, valued at $300, or I'm probably going to sell it for about $300 just because it's an old style MTD, and then he's giving me $500 the difference for what I'm asking for this. I should be good. That other mower should sell for $300 all day, and it's an easy sale as opposed to getting haggled by this. So I think it's a win all around. I have only $200 in trade value in this, but technically in terms of like money wise, I don't really have anything in it because I got that John Deere for free, fixed it, got $200 in cash. I was going to list it and sell it for $400, so I knocked off $200 for this. So it's compounding pretty well. So we're going to get another trade off of this, which was originally a trade, and then we'll see where that Husky leads us after that. If we get another trade on that, obviously y'all see I'm not hurting for riding mowers, so at this point I'd almost rather have the cash and to get a machine out of here. So thanks again for watching this repair video. Hopefully y'all found it helpful if you are looking to fix your general transmission that has a sticking pedal. Turns out, just take a few covers off. soak it with some WD-40 lubricant. Make sure that everything is clear in terms of grass buildup and stuff. And if your setup has the gas tank on it as opposed to the battery like this one, then your job's going to be probably a little bit harder because you have to pull the tank in order to access those covers on that transmission. But for now, we've got this thing going again. It's going to a new home, and hopefully it'll give it some good, give that person some good service. So thanks again for watching this video, this repair, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.